We do greater harm to ourselves. Hey, what's happening? So I'm here and I'm live in effect. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. All right, I want to make sure you guys hear me. Cool. So I came here to talk about the whole controversy behind the Essence Festival. Everybody and their mama got something to say about the culture and traditional practice in New Orleans. So there's people that's upset because there's a lot of African representation within the Essence Festival, which is very ironic to me because no one had this issue and it's been around for about almost 40 years. Nobody had an issue, nobody had a complaint. But now all of a sudden, there's an issue. Black people, we are doing more harm to ourselves than good. We are hindering ourselves. We're destroying our own reputation as a collective. See, it's very strange to me. We always talk about this, that, and other, right? Somebody's doing this, somebody taking this away from us. But what are we putting back into our community? Why is there anybody from the African American community, right, stepping up and taking over? But see, a lot of y'all follow the narratives of Yvette Carnell and Tariq Nasheed. You guys are following their narrative or whatnot, but these people are not interested in buying or purchasing what's in our community. They're not interested in taking ownership of something like the Essence Festival. But yet and still, these are the same people that throw in a lot of criticism, right? You guys are following their narrative. If anybody know about the history of New Orleans, you know that they are very, very African centered out there. And also, they practice some of the Native American tradition as well. You can't take that away from the New Orleans culture because if you take that away, then what's going to make New Orleans what it is? The Congo Square, that's African. That's been around for a long period of time since our ancestors came here as slaves. You want them to give that up? There's a lot of voodoo practice in New Orleans. I mean, what do you guys really expect? You're doing more harm to yourself as a community than you are doing good. You're bringing a lot of damage. The same people that's talking is the same people that don't have any resources available. The same people that's talking shit are the same people that's going to make it hard for everybody else. As a collective, we don't give a fuck about each other. Let me be clear about that. We don't care. We don't care about what type of damage we doing with one another. As long as nobody else is doing those damages, we don't care. And there's a lot of self-hating ass black people out here. Either we want to get clout off of each other, we want to destroy each other's legacy or reputation. We don't really care about what's going on in our community. Because if that was the case, we would not allow people like Tyreek, Yvette Carnell, and just to name a few, to get away with doing whatever and saying whatever or coming up with all kind of narratives. We do not care. So you can't get mad and say, well, they harming us. They doing this to our community. We doing it to ourselves. We are hindering ourselves. And all this debate going back and forth, you don't want allies. You don't want to try to network with other blacks in the diaspora. You are hindering yourself. I mean, look at the conscious community. Don't get me started, man. That's just a battleground for debates. That's a battleground for all kind of, if you want to call, you might as well call it gang banging. You got people who claim to be scholarly, shitting on everybody, thinking that they shit don't stink. Then you got these groups over here talking about they Native Americans and then want to tell you that you don't know nothing about your history when they in the wrong. We all disorganized. We out of place. We distracted on some bullshit, but we not looking at the greater issues that's happening and taking place within our community. We not looking at those issues. We don't care about those other issues. We too busy trying to break on. We going back and forth about identity crisis. Who built what country? As if you have ownership. Niggas out here set tripping. Niggas out here set tripping, bro. I done said this before. Y'all niggas would rather worry about some identity crisis, be xenophobic as hell, instead of worrying about the real issues that's going on in your community. I don't hear nobody talking about what was happening in Philadelphia when the sanitation workers went on strike because they were not getting any money. They weren't getting any raise. So it took Well, it took like 3 or 4 days for the mayor to respond and say, okay, we're going to give these people 4% raise. It was trash piled up all along the streets of Philadelphia. But nobody really talking about that. Nobody having a conversation. But y'all want to get mad about what was going on at the Essen Festival. As if you running shit. And y'all know it been like that for years. These people are not going to stop representing the culture, and they shouldn't. They're not going to stop representing their African ancestry. They're not going to stop representing the people that were taken away from the continent and came here to labor for free. They're not going to stop representing those people. Not a single one of those FBAs showed any emotion when Trump declared the end of African American Museum. No, nobody did. Nobody did. Not many of them did. No. But these people who y'all following, they made a fool out y'all asses. These people are making money, profit off of you guys. These folks is not showing solidarity, and this is one of the reasons why I don't join organization. I don't join groups at all, because shit like this come about. While y'all out here banging, your leaders, they are making profit, and they not giving a damn. They not giving a damn about anything. Hell, they don't even give a damn about y'all. Again, black folks only destroying themselves. Black folks making themselves look crazy on TikTok, on social media. Black people are doing it to themselves. And then to top it off, y'all don't care about the history. Y'all don't care about the information that's out there. That's the fucked up part about it. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all talking about people ain't teaching information and giving y'all information, but y'all don't take the time out to look for shit. Y'all don't really give a fuck. That's the fucked up part about it. Our people don't be giving a damn. Y'all go for the next thing that's trending, that is popular. Ain't no progress. I'm just gonna say it. There's no progress as a collective. Maybe less than 5% of the people, and yes, I'm saying 5%. I'm just throwing out a number. I would say about a good 5% of black folks that's actually out here trying to make a difference. Everybody else is sleeping. So I'm gonna break it down how the nation of God's earth said. 5% know the truth. 10% is taking advantage of you and don't give a damn. And 85% is sleeping and just don't give a damn. So it's like 85% of black folks don't give a fuck. And they rather be taken advantage of. 10% of black people They know what's going on, but they rather find a way to leverage and make profit off of those who are ignorant and don't know anything. Whereas the 5% trying their best to enlighten, trying their best to educate the people. But those 5%, they ready to give up. They ready to throw the towel and say fuck it. And then the sad part about it is the 5%, they sincerely care. They want the best, but they just tired. They are tired and they're getting overwhelmed. They're getting overwhelmed because of the bullshit. And what can't you say at this point? People got it programming into their minds that this is what they want to do. This is who they are. This is how they feel. People don't want to learn anymore. They just looking to debate. They just want to be heard. People don't care anymore. They let the pride and ego do the talking. They don't care. They don't care what a person got to say to them. Even if it's true. If it's not making them feel good about themselves, if it does not work for them, if it's not something they want to hear, why should they listen? And then you got the know-it-alls. The know-it-all think they got all the answer, and they definitely don't want to hear it. Why does it matter to them? So yeah, it ain't no progress, man. You know, every man for their own. Every man for his own. Every man is for his own. So shout out to the black people that's actually doing the work, that's actually taking their time out and dedication to try to bring progress into the community. But for the rest, it's over with. It ain't nothing you can do about it. These people don't want to make changes. So for those who are doing the work, continue if you can. Do what you can. But don't let clowns overwhelm you. Don't let people come with the bullshitty narratives and try to make you feel less of who you are or make you feel bad for what you're doing. Because you got to say, fuck those people. You got to say, fuck those people. The hell with those people. There's nothing you can do to help those individuals. If you made a difference in one person's life, you did your work. If you made a difference in two people's life, you did your work. If you made a difference in 15 people's lives or 20, you did your work. You can't help everybody. And you can't make anybody see your worth either. You can't make anybody see your worth. Because if they don't see your worth, then it doesn't. Why? Why should they? If they don't see it, then it's on them. They just don't see it. Because they don't see their worth. So don't make anybody see your value. Not only just as being African descended, but also your value as a human being. Yeah, we so quick to shit on each other. We so quick to talk down on one another. We don't want to see progress as a collective. We don't want to see progress. But I'm done. And I just wanted to get on here and share my thoughts. So I thank you guys for watching. And until next time, peace and power elevation. Shout out to N1. Thank you for coming through. I agree, every man for his own. I do inner work to inspire the youth around me. Yes. Continue to do that because obviously they appreciate you and you making a difference. Y'all have a good evening. All right, and then I'll keep up with y'all. I'll let y'all know when the next time I'm gonna go live. But until then, peace.